So we hear all this talk about mindset and why it's so important, and it is. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something that's even more powerful and even more important. As a matter of fact, it's what makes mindset possible. Come with me. And so what is this thing called mindset? And why is it so important? And more importantly, how can you enhance it? Well, check this out. Mindset implies that you have a set of thoughts about a specific thing, meaning that you think that this is possible or this is possible. You have this belief about making money, or this belief about having a better relationship, or this belief about success. And guess what? It's great and it is necessary, because when you are in that mindset, you feel like doing it and you will probably perform better. But here's the challenge. Mindset is temporary, because everybody has the great mindset when they desire to do something. Everybody has a great mindset when they decide that they're going to go on a diet and lose weight. Everybody has a great mindset when they decide they're going to start a business or earn some money or doing something like that. But here's what happens. Inevitably, life steps in, doesn't it? Slaps you around a little bit and knocks you off of your focus. We get distracted. We turn here, we doing that, and we get focused on other things as well. But what happens to your mindset then? Well, guess what? You got to go back and get it up and build it back up again. Well, so I want to share with you what the one thing is that you can do, and the one thing that makes mindset possible. And it's a little thing called psychology. Psychology. Because see, psychology is permanent. Or so I say, psychology is constant. It never goes away. Your psychology are your beliefs, your deepest beliefs, your constant thoughts, your beliefs about yourself, your beliefs about other people, and your beliefs about situations, circumstances, and the world around. That's your psychology. And guess what? It is your operating system that's going on all the time. And most of us are not even aware of what's going on. But here's the great thing, is that you can change and you can add to your existing psychology and make it what you want. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Watch this. Now, remember, psychology are our own beliefs that underlying that tape or that CD or that DVD or whatever it is that's playing underneath that makes us do what we do, feel what we feel, and believe what we believe about ourselves, other people, in the world around you. So if you want to shift those things, you got to make some decisions. And you make those decisions, you get to make them up. You get to decide who you're going to be. You get to decide your own identity. You get to decide what you believe about other people and the world around you. And so a great exercise is obviously to write it down. But before I tell you that, let me give you an example. My own example, for example. You may or may not know this, but there was a time in my life that I was homeless. I didn't have anything. I lived in a cardboard box. And at that time, guess what? When I was there, I can remember times that I really wanted, and I felt like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to get up. I'm going to go make this happen. And I felt like I was going to do it. I'd even sit down and I'd plan things out. But then when tomorrow showed up, that mindset was gone. When tomorrow showed up, other things, started to show up in my life that made me feel bad, and I forgot about that. And I'd have to work myself up again to make it happen. And a lot of people go through that. Like I said, in the moment, your desire is high, but then it goes away. And I remember, and I learned this by reading that book, Think and Grow Rich, to start writing down, first off, writing down my goals, but I started writing down my goals about myself. And I started to write down, here's who I really am. And I remember at that time, I was 19 years old, and I remember one of the first things that I wrote down was, I'm a man now. I wasn't a boy, I'm a man right now. And just that alone gave me a different identity. Because I started thinking about, okay, well, what does a man do? A man doesn't give up. A man keeps on going. A man makes money, and all those things. And it allowed my mind to think about that. That became my psychology. And at the very least, I became a man. And then I started thinking about the other people. Because at the time, I thought that people were cruel and mean. And not all of them are. It doesn't say that some of them aren't, but not all of them are. And I started to think of people. What do I think about people? And I remember writing down that I love people. I love people. People are good. People do the best they can with the resources that they have. Write it down. And I remember writing that stuff down. And then the third thing was I started to write down what I thought about the world. I remember writing down that the world is an abundant place. The world has everything that we need is out there. We just got to go get it. And believe it or not, those simple steps changed everything about me. But it wasn't just that it changed it in that moment. Because remember, as you write, you actually rewire your brain. You create new neural associations. You create new beliefs. and something happened inside of me. And by the way, I've done this with thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, and I want you to do it as well. Because when you do it, what is going to happen is you start to rewire yourself. The work that you're doing on yourself, you'll start to notice a change in you. Of course that I can. I do workshops all the time, and I have people stand on their chairs and yell out, listen, yeah, I remember, I am a badass. And what happens is that's starting to make a belief inside them. And that belief becomes their psychology, which sets up that mindset so it supports that mindset. That's what makes a mindset powerful. Okay, to simplify and to recap, a mindset is temporary, it's fleeting. A psychology is permanent. It's what makes a mindset possible. If you want more resources about this, you can find more of these resources in my book called Dare to Be Magnificent. I want you to have it for absolutely free. Just cover the shipping and the handling. Click on the link, get a copy for yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. And make sure that you subscribe and ring the bell so that you get notified when I create more videos for you. I create them pretty much every week so that you have them. And then also check out this new video down here. You're going to love it. And I'll see you at the top.